Hi guys, welcome back. If you're new, welcome to the channel. I'm Allison Christina, and this is Blackbird Oracle. Just doing a weekly energy update, check-in, share some of the channeled messages that I have been receiving this week. I pulled a few cards to look at the current energy, and I did that over on IG TV at Blackbird Oracle 2. If you want to follow me over there, super cool. But I'll post it here too. It's just like 9 minutes. Well, maybe I will. We'll just see if I feel like it. I'm going to go over the cards because they line up perfectly, of course, because Spirit, amazing. Nothing, is coincidental. It all connects. But the current energy with the collective, kind of the themes of the week, the messages that are coming through. It's not really themes the way it came through, the way it's coming through. It's more of messages. And so I kind of want to go over the current energy and kind of line it up with the channeled messages as well. Of course, it's a general reading. Take what resonates and leave the rest. When we're dealing with the cards, I'll kind of share some of the physical symptoms you may be experiencing, things like that, as it comes through. I don't want to talk too long tonight. I'm feeling guided to really just stay focused, I guess. So thank you for the likes and the subscribes and the shares and the comments. I love the comments. I'm grateful. And I just hope the messages are getting to those that they are intended for. I don't put time on here, dates or anything like that, because they're intended to be timeless. That's the way Spirit works. So you'll be guided to it when you are needing to hear it. So with that, again, take what resonates as it resonates. I'll try to just channel what comes through in its entirety. Sometimes it's a lot when we do collective readings. So let's just get started. This week, the full moon, right? We're moving through this Pisces full moon energy. A lot of emotions, a lot of shit coming to the surface, as full moons tend to do, right? For you to illuminate it and really reflect on where you want to go and what changes, and there's a lot of ending of cycles and patterns for people. Lots of heart activations, and you might be feeling a lot of the collective anxiety in the heart chakra. Breathe through it, really reflect. Is this mine? Send it back with love and light and blessings to all. It might too, for starseeds, especially Syrian starseeds like myself, that Sirius energy's super strong, and it's getting stronger, moving towards the fall equinox. We also have Saturn going direct, and we're moving into Libra season, and that all kind of aligns with the heart chakra. Syrians are all about love and fun. I have 2 Syrian guides, and they're kind of jokesters. But one thing that Syrians are very not funny about is the truth. It's kind of like we don't fuck around in that kind of Queen of Swords, King of Swords energy can come through. I'll tell you, for me, it's one of my walking contradictions and something I struggle with. It's contradicts being an empath and always wanting to be kind, but then there is that learning and knowing that part of unconditional love and being kind is calling people out, being honest, being truthful. And there's this massive energy coming is what I've kind of been picking up. Throat chakra stuff. There's a lot of truth that's going to be coming out, which aligns well with Libra season and that air energy of clarity, truth, communication. So the cards are showing too some possible communication coming in. And one thing I noticed with the overall energy, which was rest and relaxation. And I love this energy current. Hopefully you've been resting and relaxing, reflecting, doing all those ruz, right, through this full moon meditation. Sorry about my lighting. It's night here in Las Vegas, and so typically I do it during the day and I have this wonderful, beautiful sunlight, but not tonight. So this energy too, a lot of this blue to me was speaking a lot of Syrian energy, blue light, dog star, all of that stuff that relates to Sirius. So again, full moon's about releasing, going inward. One of the messages coming through was no place like home. And this is a card to me about authenticity. It's about coming to that lesson and understanding and knowing that home starts within. It's about really, I was picking up an energy with the collective of reflecting on what safety and stability really means. And this as within, so without, right? What do solid foundations look like? And this deep understanding too of, the more we go inward, the more we understand that it all starts within. It all starts at that root chakra. There's definitely been root chakra energy around that I've been picking up on and off. And to me, that is very much this really reflecting on what home means, what safety, stability, all the things related to home, solid foundations, and that it starts inward. The light comes from within, right? And sometimes, I love this high perch, sometimes that means going inward, this isolation kind of, I tell my friends, elevation requires isolation, and sometimes that's exactly what's needed. So it feels a little bit, as we roll out of Virgo season, a little bit of hermit energy, which is great when we are in, like I said, full moon energy. Next message that came through with the current energy was milk and honey. This is beautiful. This is like, all good in the hood energy. It's like, yeah, it's awesome. It's balance. It's that 5 and the 1. And there's a 5 in no place like home too. So there's a shift and we can feel that, right? Saturn going direct is really, and then Libra season, and then the fall equinox, all within a few days of each other. I believe 4 or 5 days of each other is going to bring a big shift. And what I was getting is stay focused on the positive. And when I was doing the pre-shuffle, that was something I was hearing, and I wrote it down, was hard work's about to pay off. Stay focused on desired outcomes, positive thoughts. It was like, keep your eye on the prize was what I was hearing. So this to me is just that message of stay there, stay focused on your light, know that, and trust that faith of it's coming. And that's that balance and that polarity you may be feeling of balancing the masculine and feminine within, union within, and all of that aligning as it aligns internal, aligning in the external as well. And it was super cool because the next message that came out, was exchanging gifts. I know my lighting is kind of shady, so let's see. This to me was a message of this exchange, this balanced exchange. Keep the eye on the prize. Whatever you're putting out there, whatever you're wanting to manifest, it's coming. It's coming in. Stay focused on it. Stay inward, and just really, if you have to isolate, because this exchange from the internal to the external, this I'm also getting this exchange kind of power, and I'm looking at this, it's really feminine, right? And I don't mean this as power in this distorted sense. It's the balance of power coming in, this exchange and rise of divine feminine energy. And as we bring that in, and we bring in this balance and the polarity, right, shifts. It's what brings it in from the internal to the external. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. And then I pulled some tarot to just get a few details, a little more about the current energy and these messages. And the first card that came out was the Three of Wands. To me, this is the ships coming in. What you've put out is there. You've got to just believe it. You've got to stay focused on it. You can't be distracted. Okay. And that really to me was aligning with this energy of really staying focused inward, staying focused on self, on your happiness, on what you want to create, creating that life that you dream of and that you deserve. That was another message coming through when I first pulled, of really being in your knowing, standing in your power, your worth, boundary setting if necessary. And then the Death card came through too, which I love. Could be message for Scorpio. Doesn't have to be. We are Pisces full moon. So there's a lot of water energy right now, a lot of emotions coming to the surface. I love the Death card. Sorry, my nose is itchy. We also just had the Friday the 13th go through, which is just really awesome energy. I love it. Very feminine energy. So again, there's this masculine and feminine balance, but it's also this feminine coming into her power, the feminine energy coming into power. For some of you, this is the shift. This is the shift in one of realizing what needs to be done to elevate, to grow, to have spiritual growth, to go through transformations, to allow the changes to occur in order to keep that focus in the head space is what I'm getting, focused on what you want to come in, what also safety and stability means. And again, this message of it starts inward, okay? And then the Ace of Pentacles came out, and I love that. That to me went right along with this exchanging of gifts, this new offer being made. And I was getting a few messages. I'm going to take a drink of water, excuse me. Was one, again, a message of you coming into your own. It was also a message of an exchange in the physical. So whether it could be a relationship, it could be a stable relationship, whatever you've been putting out in manifesting your partner, your perfect partner, I shouldn't say perfect. Man, my nose is going nuts, y'all. Oh, I can't. Yeah. All right. Or someone's thinking about me. Is that what it means? But so anyways, this Ace of Pentacles, it definitely could be a union. Again, that balance, that masculine, feminine balance within is union within. And that brings union in the external world. It could also be a job offer, or a pay raise. It could, again, take it as it resonates, and more than likely I'll clarify it in just a minute. But last message that had come out was this Four of Wands, and I love this. This is that contentment, that strong, stable foundations. This is two coming together, that twin flame divine partner energy, the 1111. It's based in divine energy. It's based in passion and following your heart. It's that beautiful fire energy, right? And I love that. So these together really I love what's coming through and how it's coming through tonight, which might be why I ended up waiting, right? So just Yeah, it's definitely a shift is what I'm getting in perspective of stability. But what that's bringing in is an offer that offers stability because you're seeing it from that higher perspective. You've really worked on it from within. And so now here's this exchange of gifts, this offer being made that is a reason to celebrate. I love it. All right. Let's look at the energy being released. Full moon time. What energy is being released through this death card? Well, yeah. Tell us the energy being released overall. Energy being released within the collective. The overall energy being released within the collective. Energy. Okay. Too many. But the only one that flipped upright was Journey. Love that too. To me, you know it's coming through, and I said what energy is being released in this Journey energy. You're probably like, well, that's a good thing. Why are we letting it go? But what I'm getting, it's almost like you're letting it go. Like you're allowing the journey to unfold. Is what's coming through, and I love it. It's sitting on this death card and this no place like home. It's like you've come home to yourself. You finally just realize that you are home always, as long as you're in touch with you, with your higher self, and with spirit and the divine. You're home, right? And you're just, this to me is, like I said, what's coming through is what's being released is almost like the need to control what's happening or what's coming. It's almost like throwing the hands in the air and saying, all right, universe, show me what you got. I'm just going to stay in my lane, kind of stay in my bubble, and I'm not worried. Let the shit go, man. Bring it in. I'm ready. And I love that. It's super. I love it. Let's see if there are any messages with this journey and what's being released. Anything you want to add? Messages with this journey, this what's being released energy around the journey. Thank you. Observer, right? What I say, it's like you're sitting back. It's that rest and relax energy. You're just really observing. You're like kicked back, chill, just like I said, feeling blessed. There's a 22 again. So I'm definitely picking up that exchange of gifts. Card 2 is a 2 and a 7. If you've been really putting out or kind of waiting on, and I don't mean waiting on like sitting around doing nothing, right? But waiting kind of for a partner, really stable, something that's really stable and strong in the physical, that's really worth celebrating, and is like divinely guided, divinely blessed, for your highest good. What else are they wanting to say? I'm looking at the milk and honey. It's someone who, you know, who adds to the happiness, to your happiness. You're in this very blessed energy, like, okay, I get it now, just let it go. It's here, let it go. Is there anything else, Spirit? Anything else you want to share? Yeah, 44. Definitely divinely guided. You have a lot of divine energy around you, supporting you. Thinker, you know, I'm getting a little bit of release the overthinking, right? Stay in this place of letting this go, like not controlling it, not wanting to know, just letting it all go. The how, the when, the who even is coming through. Spirit's saying, let go of overthinking. Get out of the headspace a little bit. Trust in that inner knowing and that what your guidance and your intuition is telling you. Stay in this energy of milk and honey and of blessed. And so just a little bit of overthinking coming in with this. And I was thinking about doing a different deck. Maybe I will. Let's do. I'm going to use the Good Tarot. I don't usually tell decks. Let me know if it's something you want me to do, but I just kind of go. So let's just see what comes through. Okay. Releasing the past, letting go of guilt, shame, it's that emotions. I'm looking at this. It's kind of aligned with the Death card. It's the Five of Water. We are talking about energy being released, and it's kind of this getting a little bit of releasing whatever it was that had you repeating cycles of the past, the patterns of the past. Really just letting those go and trusting this new journey that you're on. Really, there's a lot of faith coming through. Like, I just saw like a trust fall. That's funny. And then the Ace of Fire coming, like really this new beginning again, and right above the Ace of Pentacles, between this milk and honey and the blessed. And it is this shift. So this change that you've been going through is definitely bringing in a lot of new. It's shit that needed to happen, of course. You know, does it feel great? No, but if we go inward and we really just allow it, you know, you got to feel it to heal it. But for some of you, there's definitely been the past has been what's kept you in these cycles, and this is what you're shifting out of. And it's bringing in all of this glorious new shit, y'all. So keep doing your work. What else? Two of Wands. Yeah. Definitely divine partner energy. Could be career related. It could be someone who you're working with. But I'm also getting romantic as well. Passionate, stable. Definitely a coming together in the physical, in whichever way it resonates for you. Could be both. For some of you, it could be kind of both. And I love this Ace of Fire and then the Two of Fire, right? We also see the Three of Wands and the Four of Wands. So that's a really cool, sorry, getting hot, kind of progression that we're seeing with what was being released and what we're moving into. It's kind of like we're progressing through the Wands energy. Again, what I'm getting is a lot of staying focused on the positive, on the desired outcomes, on what you want. When you're thinking, that's what you need to be thinking about. Not worrying. So whoever's out there that's worrying, Spirit's saying let it go. There's no need to worry. It's all like aligning. And you just have to keep doing you. Okay? I love that. I'm going to do, I think just one more, and let's see what's coming in. Okay. So we know something, there's a big shift, right? I'm pretty sure you all can feel it like I can. So let's just see the energy incoming. Incoming energy for the collective. What's collective incoming energy? And then I'm kind of feeling guided to go back through and just clarify a little bit, but we'll see. Tell me about what's incoming. Oh, okay. Love this. So again, I brought this up earlier, and there's that blue, the throat chakra. So incoming, we got Libra season. We've got completion, nearing completion with that 9, balance with a 3, truth. Speaking of the truth is coming in. And then we get contract. I love this 369 here with this incoming energy. A lot of balance with the scales too. And I talked about that earlier. So there's a lot of balance coming in. There's a lot of really that sense of being at home within. And what that does is it allows that confidence to speak your truth. And I'm getting a lot of, and we see it. There's a lot coming into the physical that has to do with communication. Also could be with this contract energy, could be marriages in the physical sense. We could look at it as marriages, business partnerships. All of those were coming in earlier. So definitely I'm getting a lot of communication in whatever this is and how it resonates for you, whether it is a soulmate, twin flame, divine partner coming in, or if it's career related, work related. It could be a shift in some other type of relationship. But whatever it is, it feels very like there's going to be conversation and communication about it coming into the physical. I feel like it feels like it has a little bit of a link to when Saturn goes direct. That's a big shift. I believe it's with something with the South Node, but I'm just learning, and I don't at the moment put enough time into it, but it's definitely on my list of things I want to continue to study and get to know more. But I do know that Saturn sometimes can carry a very heavy energy, and with it going direct, it could bring in a lot into the physical. To me too, I'm feeling a lot of Libra, like I said, swords, like communication energy coming in. And let's see what else Spirit wants to share with us. Tell us a little more about this throat chakra energy. Thank you. Let's see. There's that air, that just breathe. This card to me, this Four of Swords, is a lot like this. And in Spirit's saying, take a deep breath. Like it's coming. There's been healing that's needed to happen, and there's healing that's still happening right now. With this, I feel like it's a lot of this Five of Water energy, and possibly that overthinking in the headspace energy I was picking up too. As those things are kind of coming into balance. So, again, there's this balance energy too coming through big time. Tell me about the contract. Tell me about this contract coming in. Could be karmic contracts coming to an end. As soon as I say that, Four of Cups, it's almost like an opportunity that you maybe have felt you missed in the past is coming back around. And it's cool because I'm seeing her blindfolded too. We've got that 4 and 6, which are even numbers. They're numbers of balance to me. But this Four of Cups is kind of, again, this looking at the past. With this Four of Cups and Five of Cups, I feel like this has been what's been reflected on, is really looking back at the past, looking back at the choices that are made, maybe connecting them to really being driven by emotions that are low vibrational, of guilt, of shame, instead of letting the emotions of passion, of your heart, of creativity, of spirit drive you. And so when we get stuck in those patterns, we don't see these opportunities, right? We're kind of blinded by the things that really are Spirit, the universe is trying to bring in to help us with this balance. These people, these partners that they bring in, but it's like this is what's come to the surface, and you're recognizing this now. What else came out? Yeah, and you're moving on. This is the Eight of Cups. You're going to, these offers are coming in, and you're going to be letting go of doing the same thing that you used to do, making the same choice that you used to make, that were based on shit that happened in the past. And it happens to all of us, but it's definitely the storyline I'm getting is this week, recent past. It feels like kind of last week, you're kind of in the middle of this is what it feels like to me right now. But you're in this place of really reflecting on all of this, and kind of in a knowing of there is a lot of good shit for you, but you've got to stop making the same old ass choices is what's coming through. And I love that. I hope it resonates. And like I said, it's to me, it's definitely hinting towards relationship, but it could also be business, because wands can represent career as well. And that's why I think I feel a little guided now to kind of go back through and clarify a few things, see if we can make any last connections before I get off for the night. So I'm going to use my favorite little clarifying deck from my beautiful friend at Wolf Wisdom Healing, Cynthia Cruz. This is the Native American Tarot. I've shown it before, but if you're new, it has different meanings. Warrior of Shields is the Knight of Pentacles, and different messages, different words on it. So sometimes I love that clarity it gives. It can kind of bring forth some more clarification. So the first thing I want to clarify is this Death card. Oh, and that didn't take long. Where did it go? Warrior of Pipes. So the Knight of Wands. Something with movement forward, because right away these two horses, if I can pick them up, stand out to me. It's something about releasing this shit from the past to make this movement forward, and that's what this Death is. It's new choices that are lit, that they're lit from the fire within, and they really they're about you really being in your authenticity, about just saying fuck it, I'm on this journey, man. I'm just gonna roll with it. And let's clarify this Ace of Pentacles for me. Tell me a little more about this Ace of Pentacles. Thank you. The Four of Cups again. I love that this card says pregnancy. To me, this is, if it's a relationship, it's someone from the past that there's been a pregnancy. There's been, maybe literal, could be a message of a pregnancy, could be you finding out you're pregnant, or maybe that's, I don't know why that's coming through. It could be literal. What more I was getting is that pause. You know how when there's a pause, we can say there was a pregnant pause? That's what's coming through for me. So it could be with this Four of Wands, this exchanging of gifts, this Ace of Pentacles, this Two of Fire. You all know where I'm going. This blessed, this contract. Definitely soulmate, twin flame, divine partner, someone from the past. Could be this lifetime past, could be past life too. Tell me a little more about this Four of Cups, because we're getting it twice too with the contract and this Ace of Pentacles. So to me, it's definitely someone that maybe you felt it was done, like you missed an opportunity because you were hung up on the past. But now that you're moving on, now that you're moving forward, you're releasing that. They're coming back in, like a new second chance around. Yeah, the Seven of Swords. This is about some shady shit from the past. Someone you, and if it relates as work, take that as it resonates. Because again, I'm picking up kind of both aspects of life, but it's definitely someone from the past. Someone there's been betrayal, backstabbing. Whoa. Ooh. Okay. Someone that you haven't talked to either. Okay. Let's see. There was something else. Journey. Let's talk about this 5 of water a little bit more. What's being released with this 5 of water? Ooh, 2 right away. Oh, Tower. Okay. Wow. Yeah. So you've had a moment, or there is a moment that's about to come in that causes this death, that causes this kind of snap of, oh, I realized what I was doing. And then the Knight of Cups came out in reverse. And to me, this is about movement forward, that's being released, that whatever this shit was with the 5 of water from your past, to me, it's typically like sacral chakra energy of guilt, shame. It's then what's holding you back from being balanced emotionally, and having that head and heart on the same page. But there's been a moment with this Tower, or there's coming a moment with this Tower, and it could be this Journey card. Like, it's kind of like this, I'm looking at this lightning bolt here with this Tower card, and it's almost like this jolt to me of possibly self-realization. Let's see. I didn't ask anything, but tell me a little more about the Tower, please. What else can you share with us about the Tower? The World. Yeah, it's bringing you to a completion. It's definitely, you're ending a big cycle that's affected your life for a really long time. And it's just beautiful. You're bringing it all around this week. The energy, I'm kind of feel like this is, like I said, it's like it's in the middle of it. It's like this storyline that has started for some of you, is starting, and it feels like it's going to be moving and telling itself, kind of unfolding as we get closer to the fall equinox. I think I'm going to end it there. I feel really that's super cool. So I'm just going to, I'm going to end it there with the World, right? Isn't that how we should end it? I love this, that the Tower, the Tower can be scary. It can feel like shit. It can take our breath away. But what it brings about is this World. It brings about this truth, this authenticity, brings about these contracts that are really solid and stable and that are blessed. When we know that this no place like home starts within ourselves. We stay focused on what we want, the journey we want, the journey of milk and honey, the equal exchange, the balance, the stability, and this partner that just enhances all of those beautiful things already within ourselves. So that's how we're going to end it tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. Take what resonates, leave the rest. I am available for private readings. So hit me up if you're interested. And as always, I'm sending you shit tons of love and light, y'all. Bye.